Okay. Just we are waiting 1 or 2 minutes, then we'll start. Okay, so now we'll start our today's session. Okay, so so let's go. Okay, so basically today I will talk about that air quality monitoring, how we can easily do the air quality monitoring using Google Earth Engine platform, as well as I also show you that how we can easily use the ArcMap software. Okay, so some introduction part on ArcMap software and how we can easily use the ArcMap software for creation the different types of map. Okay, so mainly we download the raster image from the Google Earth Engine platform as a TIFF format. So using this raster image, we have to use the ArcMap software or QGIS software for further processing. We have to create the map. Okay. So first of all, I will try to complete the ArcMap software, mainly ArcMap tools, how we can easily use, and then make the map. Then move to the Google Earth Engine platform, how we can easily use the air quality monitoring using this platform. Okay. So let's go. Okay, so I hope now can you see my screen? So, okay, so first of all, I simply open my ArcMap software. Okay, so basically this time my device, I used another device for show you the ArcMap software because my laptop is not installed the ArcMap software. So that's why I show you the another device from here. Okay, okay. So this is the ArcMap software. We can get the ArcMap software different sources. If you want, you can simply visit the website. Suppose you simply go to the website uh, getintopc.com. Simply visit this website. You can easily download any types of crack software and use it very easily. Okay, so any types of software we can easily get from the getinto.pc.com, this website. Simply you can search here, suppose ArcGIS. Okay, then you can easily get all of those ArcGIS version. You can see 10.1, ArcGIS Pro, also you can see ArcGIS Pro download. So you can see ArcGIS 10.5. Okay, so which you want it, simply click on here. Then you can get the link about the downloading the software link you can get, as well as you can also get the how you can easily install about the guideline. So you can see it's showing the how to install. Also you can see the download. Okay, so simply click on the how to install this tab, and now it open a new window and it show you that how we can easily install this software. Okay, simply follow this tutorial and then simply install it. Okay, then it will be work. Okay, so this is the software. How you can easily get the software from the getintopc.com, this website, and you can easily use it. Okay, so here I already installed this software. So basically this is the user interface of this ArcMap software. So first of all, in ArcMap software, we have to know about that how we can easily add data. Okay, so basically we can import it the two types of data, raster data and vector data. Okay, same approach. So you can see here, this is the button about the add data option. Okay, simply click on the add data option. Here you can see the add data. So click on the add data. So in this time, first time you have to connect with your folder. Which folder you store it, your raster or vector data. Simply connect this folder with ArcMap software. So how I can connect? Very easy. Just you can see the plus icon, connect to folder. Simply click on here. So now you can simply find out your folder. Which folder you store it, the raster or vector data. Okay, simply find out the folder. Suppose I simply go to the download folder. Okay, and then I simply click to the OK. Okay, so in the download folder, I store it. Suppose all of those raster and vector data. So now here you can see you have to find out your folder. Suppose you can see this is the one kind of folder. So basically it is the country boundary shape file of Bangladesh. You can see 0 SSP, 1.SSP, 2.SSP, 3.SSP. So mainly here total 4 boundary shape file of Bangladesh. 0 mainly is the boundary shape file. 1 is only for the division boundary shape file. 2 is for district. 3 is for sub-district boundary shape file of Bangladesh. Okay. So in this time, suppose I work for the district boundary. Simply click on here and then add. So now it added the district, all of those district boundary in Bangladesh. Here you can see. Now it show here. Okay. So now it show the total 64 district in Bangladesh, and we are also get the another thing is the attribute table. You can see attribute table. So mainly attribute table is stored the information about the specific feature. Okay, so mainly it stored the information about the vector feature. So in this time, what can I get from here? I can get all of those district name. Here you can see. Here I can get all of those district name under to name to column. Here I can find all of those district name in Bangladesh. Okay, and from here we can easily select any one district. Suppose you can simply click on the Borishal. Simply click on here Borishal. You can see now it select the Borishal boundary. Suppose you can simply click on here. So now you can select the Barguna district. Suppose you can select the, you can see the it select the Satpur. Okay, so which district you want to read, you can simply select also from the attribute table. Suppose click on here. So now it select the Netrokona boundary or Netrokona district in Bangladesh. So all of those things we can easily select from here, from the attribute table. Okay, so now suppose in this time you can see in this time it show very zoom. So you can simply say zoom to layer. Okay, when I click on the zoom to layer, it show the properly. Okay, now we can get the proper interface of this map. So now from here, suppose this is the total 64 district boundary, but in this time I want to work for only for the Dhaka city. Okay, so in this time I need to separate only for the Dhaka city boundary as a layer. So mainly here you can see the table of content. Mainly table of content is stored in the different layer. So in this time it show only for the one layer, which including the total 64 district. In this time I want to just need only for the Dhaka city, Dhaka district boundary. So how I can separate this boundary? Very easy. You can see here the selection tool. You can see that it's called the select feature tool. So mainly this tool were used for select the specific feature. Simply click on here. You can see the select by lasso tool. So simply click on here and then simply select your specific boundary. Which boundary you want to separate. In this time, I want to create the boundary shapefile for Dhaka city. So just I simply select my region of interest, Dhaka district boundary. So now just simply click on this layer and you can see data. So in this time, click on the export data. Okay. So now you can see your export data. Then simply click on here and choose your specific folder. Okay, just a minute. I think what's the problem? Okay, so now it's working. Okay, so now it's okay. So in this time, I simply select my folder. If you want, you can also connect the folder. Suppose you can simply select your desktop, and in the desktop, you want to create the new folder. Suppose click on the make a new folder. I put the folder, suppose data. You can put any name. So now in this data folder, I just simply I simply connect folder and go to the desktop and you can see data. So then okay. So now I simply put this shape file name. Suppose I put name. This name is suppose Dhaka. Okay. Now click to the save. You can see shape file as a type as the shape file. Okay. Then save. Then also okay in here. So now it create the another layer. You can see, do you want to add the exported data to the map as a layer? Yes. So now you can see it added the another layer. So you can see now it separate only for the Dhaka district boundary. Okay. So now I can easily use this boundary and create the different types of NDVI map, LST map, or any map we can easily create from here. Okay. So now in this time, I show you the another example for the raster, how we can easily import the raster from it. Suppose in Google Earth Engine platform, we are mainly download the different types of tip images or raster images. Okay. And further, we have to use the ArcMap software for represent this map. Okay. So now how we can easily represent that? So just simply click on the add data again and simply go to your folder, which folder you want to store it, this tip images. Suppose, okay, so suppose this is the tip image. Okay, you can see this is the tip image. So this tip image I download from the Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so now I need to use the tip image and create the map for that. So just simply click on add data. After selecting that, click the add data. So now it added the tip format, you can see. And when I add the tip format, it automatically showing me what is the low value, what is the high value. So mainly is the air temperature tip images. So I already make the analysis part in Google Earth Engine platform for creating the air temperature. So mainly we can, after analysis, we can simply download the image as a raster format, okay, or is the .tip extension. So now, okay, so in this time it's not showing in here, you can see. So for that, I simply click on here, you can zoom to layer. Okay. So when I zoom to layer, then it will be show. Okay. So now you can see it show this type of result in here. So it show this type of result. So in this time, I want to create the map using this tip images for air temperature map. Okay. So for that, I have to also import the another things. This thing is that I simply import this boundary shape file. Okay. So it is the raster format. So in this time, we also need to import it, the boundary shape file for this area. Okay. So for the simple process, just I simply add this boundary. Okay. So just I simply go to the download folder, and mainly it's the Iraq for that Iraq. So for the Iraq, I think it's the Iraq. Okay, here you can see two mainly is that city or district one. Okay, just I simply import that. So another way is that you can simply click on here and add the data of shape file, or you can simply drag and open it. Simply click on here and then paste. Okay, then it automatically open in this ArcMap software. Okay, so here you can see here I import my raster. This is my raster or tip image, and this is my boundary. Okay. So now this boundary also added the other boundary also included in here. So for that, first of all, I need to separate this boundary. So how I can separate? Very easy process. Click on here and you can see the lasso tool. Click on the lasso tool. Then click on here. So now it's select. Okay. So after that, you can simply click on this boundary, and then you can see the add data. So export data. So now just choose your folder, which folder you want to use. So I use the same folder and I put the name, suppose, you can put any name, suppose ROI.ssp. Then save it. I want to add the layer. Yes. Okay. And also yes. Okay. So now you can see in this time, it create the specific or separate boundary. Okay. So in this time here, you can see, I want to work for this raster image and I want to work for this boundary. Okay, so it's mainly boundary. So I simply use here the hello for that, removing the color. So you can see now it show only for the boundary. So it's a boundary and it's my tip image. Okay, so now I need to move to the further process. In this time, first of all, you can simply go to the catalog. You can see the system toolbox. Click on the system toolbox, and here you can find out the special analyze tool. Click on here. So now from here we have to find out the extraction. You can see the extraction. So now just click on the extract by marks. This option, extract by marks. Double click. So now simply put your raster image. So raster image mainly tip format. You can see the air temperature tip format. Click on here. After that, we also select the boundary or vector shape file. Okay. And you can see the input raster or feature marks data. In this time, feature marks data is my boundary shape file, which is ROI. I already separate. So now if you want, you can simply choose your specific folder and then paste in here. Suppose I simply choose the folder. Suppose I just simply, okay. So go to my, suppose, or I connect the folder. Suppose I connect the folder in my desktop data. Okay. I use the same folder. Desktop, this data folder. Okay. I put the name, suppose, air temperature. Okay. So then, okay. So now you can see it working. Extract by marks. We can get in here. Okay. Okay. Let me check. So it's a cracked software. So sometime it also not working. So then we try again. Okay. So extract by marks. Input feature is mainly APMS. And also you can see the feature. It's your boundary shape file. And okay, I use the default folder, no problem. So then okay. So then try again. Okay, so now it's perfectly worked. Here you can see the result, air temperature tip. Okay, so in this time I uncheck that and also uncheck that. Okay, also uncheck that. Yeah. So now you can see we can get the result only for our boundary. Okay, and it remove all of those other black site also remove from here. So now from here, what can we do? Just simply click on here. You can see the properties. Now simply go to the symbology. Here you can see the symbology. So from symbology, you can see the different types of show option: unique values, classified, stress, discrete. So mainly unique values. When you want to work with for the unique values, so mainly when you want to work for the land use land cover classification, you have to select the unique values. Okay. So suppose land use land cover classification, unique values. Suppose vegetation, cropland, build up area, settlement. So all of those pixel value is the unique. Okay. So then when you want to work for the land use land cover, simply select the unique values. Okay. Or you can in this time you can use the stress. So mainly you can see the stress. We can get the stress color RAM look like that. You can use any color RAM from here. Suppose I want to show the high. Okay, so I show the high show as the red color, low show as this type of blue color, and medium show this type of color. Okay, so then apply and open. So now it create this type of map we can get from here. So or if you want, you can also classify it. Suppose you want to make the class, you can see the classified. So here you can see the classified using the different types of range, and you can show the level high, low, medium, moderate. Okay, you can use the different types of level according to the range. Okay, so in this time use the stress. Okay, so then apply and okay, so it's set. Okay, so now we create the map. So further I also need to create the map layout. So for the creating the map layout, simply click on the view option. You can see the view, you can see the layout view, click on here. So now it create this type of layout. Here we can get this type of boundary. Here you can see. So first of all, I need to increase the zoom level. Okay. So for that, you can simply click on here. You can see fixed zoom in and fixed zoom out. So you can simply zoom in. So now you can see increase this TP images. And for you can see click on here and then simply increase this boundary side. Okay. Okay. And you can simply say hand tool, pen tool. Mainly it will be remove this TP images or raster images. So in this time, suppose I want to increase the page size. Okay, I want to increase the page height. Okay, for increasing the page height, click on the file option. Here you can see the page and print setup. So simply click on here page and print setup. And then simply okay. So here you can see okay. So in this time I use the height. Suppose I put the height is that 13. So just okay, just put here the 13. Then okay, okay, you can see it also increasing. So after that, in this time you can see when I select the pen tool, then it will be not work. Okay, so I did not select the corner. Okay, you can see I did not select the corner. So for that we have to use this, you can see this cursor tool or select element tool for moving that. Simply click on here, and now simply click, and you can easily, you can see, simply you can resize that. Okay, suppose this is my map. Okay, so now I want to add the all of those map element such as map title, legend, not line, and map grid. All of those I need to add. So very easy. You can see the insert option. You can see the title. So simply click on the title. Suppose I put this title is that. So put here the air temperature map of, okay, air temperature map. Then okay. So now it added this title, and from here you can also in different types of styling about this title. Simply click on here, and you can just change symbol. Click on here. So here we can easily increasing the font size of the title, as well as also you can see the bold option. We can also use here the different types of color about your font. Okay, then simply okay. So now it added all of those things added in here. Suppose air time, I simply add that, and then you can simply click on here. Suppose insert. In this time, suppose I add the legend. So simply click on the legend option. So in this time, I want to need the legend for this file. Okay. So then next, you can put the any legend title. Okay. So put legend title, suppose, or simply click the next, no problem. And then finish. Okay. In this time here, you can say I can get this type of legend, but in this time I want to remove. Suppose I want to remove this line, struct tip 52, I remove, ROI remove, legend remove. I remove that, some option from this legend. So first of all, I need to convert it to graphics. You can see the convert to graphics. Click on here. So now, again click on here, you can see the ungroup. So when I click on the ungroup, so I can get the result part by part. So in this time, suppose this part I not need. So simply select that and click on the delete option. So just simply click on the delete option. Also, you can see the ROI. Suppose it also not need. Simply click, select that, and click on the delete on your keyboard. Okay. And suppose legend. Okay. Then suppose if you want to change it, suppose click on here, and you can put the. Suppose I put this thing is that air temperature. Temperature. Okay. Suppose put at the degree Celsius. You can put any, no problem. Then apply and okay. Okay, so okay, we can change it. It also take a lot of space. Just I put here at the degree Celsius. Apply and okay. And after that, you can simply select all of those things together. Okay, and then right click on your mouse. You can see the group option. Click on the group. Okay, so now it will be group option. You can easily, you can see all of those things will be selected. So select all of those things together and then group. Yeah, so now it group properly. Yeah. So now, if you want, you can also add here the not line. Simply click on the insert button. You can see the not arrow, and then simply anyone you can simply select which you want to perfect. Simply okay, and now it is selected. You can see. So I simply put this in here, and then simply, yeah. And you can also add here the suppose map scale. So for that map scale, simply click on here. Insert option. You can see the map scale bar. And simply put the screen here. Okay. So then if you want, you can also add here the grid line. So simply click on here and go to the properties. You can see the grid option. Okay. So then simply click on the new grid. Then next, finish. And go to the properties again. And simply you can see the axis. I want to show the ticks in the inside. So ticks inside. Okay. So then in levels, suppose I'm show the levels show as a 10 font size, and then also you can see the I show the vertical left and right lines, don't show lines. Okay, then apply and okay, apply and okay. So now it also added the this type of grid line. Okay. So finally, if you want, you can also add here the background or base map. So simply click on here. You can see the add the base map. So if you want, you can also add the base map from here. So here you can see the topographic base map, national geographic base map. Anyone you can simply select. Suppose topographic and then add. So now we added. And using this process, we can easily make the map for any kinds of TP-images. Okay. So mainly Google Earth Engine provide you the TP image or raster image. And further analysis, we have to use the ArcMap software for producing this type of map. So it's working. Okay, now we added about this topographic map as a base map. Okay, so now you can see it added this base map. And finally, you want to export this map. If you want, you can also export the map as a PDF format or PSD file format. You can see, click on the file, you can see the export map. Okay, so click on the export. So now you can see here, your resolution must be used at 300 dpi. Okay, so then mainly it's for the different types of article or journal. This type of resolution is accepted. Okay, so use at the 300, or you can also increase it, no problem. So 300 is the standard value for the DPI or resolution about the 300 DPI. And you can simply select your source folder. Suppose I'm saving the desktop. You can simply put this file name. Suppose I put the file name is that, suppose air temperature. And then further you can see at the, you can different from PDF format, JPG format, PNG file format, GIF format, anyone you can simply select. So I select the JPG format, okay, as a photo or PNG or JPG. So send save. So now it saving as a JPG file format. Now let's check my this. Okay. Okay, so this is the folder. Simply open that. Okay. So now you can see we can get this map look like that. We can easily, you can see. Okay. So now you can easily represent this map for your different types of work. Okay. So using the same approach, okay, any kinds of raster image or you can easily handle after downloading the Google Earth Engine platform. We are just use here the ArcMap software, then produce our map. Okay, so mainly sometime you need to the clip your specific boundary and separate the boundary. So using the same approach, you try to separate your boundary and then simply import your boundary shape file. So mainly two things you need all time. One is that boundary. So here you can see one is that boundary all time. You need the boundary shape file for the specific boundary. Which boundary? Suppose this is my TP image. So just I simply show you that. Suppose zoom to layer. This TP image, we have to use the same boundary also. We also need to the same boundary. Okay. Then using the TP image and using the boundary, we have to just extract by marks. Then we can easily approach the same approach and try to show you that. Okay, so I hope now you can easily create any types of map after downloading the raster image from the Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so any question you can ask me. Any question in here?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you very much for your classification. I have a question. Before you put the picture in here in QGIS or ArcGIS, after analyzing the Google Earth Engine,
Yes.
all the results, it is mentioned, analyzed like the legend, or for example, maximum, minimum.
Yes.
It's already
Yes.
put it already. Okay, how about this analysis? How about this result?
Okay, so mainly when you want to download this TP image, suppose in this time here you can see this TP image I downloaded from the Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, after analyzing the TP images, so mainly the air temperature, we are use the different types of algorithm or model, then calculate the air temperature for this study area. So now I simply download this image as a TIFF format, and when I import this TIFF format, it automatically showing what is the low value and what is the high value. It automatically showing for that in ArcMap software. Okay, in this time it show the low value or low temperature 35 degrees Celsius and high temperature 47 degrees Celsius in this area, in this boundary. Okay, suppose you want to import the NDVI map, it automatically showing what is the low value of NDVI, what is the high value of NDVI. Suppose you want to import the any kinds of raster image, it automatically show you about the high value and low value. Okay, automatically it's showing here because we are already analyzed this full TIFF format in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, after analyzing that, we simply download the raster image as a TIFF format. Okay. This is another TIFF format which I already downloaded for the NDVI. Suppose I also open that. Suppose you can see NDVI TIFF format. So just I simply open a drag. In this time here you can see automatically showing the result. What is the high value of NDVI? 0.6, low value 0.1. So now I am to show the result. So simply click on here, you can see zoom to layer. So now it show the result about that. Okay. So now from here, what can I do? You can see I already I need that Dhaka city boundary. Okay, so this boundary I also need to import in here. Okay, so two things, TPMS and also import this boundary shape file. Then simply go to the catalog and you can see the special analytics tool, go to the extraction, extract by marks. In this time simply select your TIFF format and also select your boundary. Okay, then okay, then it automatically we can get the result. After that we can simply go to the symbology and set the color about that. Yes, please. Yeah, any question, please? Okay, cannot hear you, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now clear. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted like to ask a favor from you because yes, we are learning this training, but for sure we wanted to be after the training, we wanted to use the training for our research purposes. So I've visited some other training from different from the previous training courses where you used a particular example like one of the paper. Maybe you can use also one of the published paper to at least show us on some of the basics. Like I saw some published papers where you, maybe there are some published papers on like indices, I don't know, on land surface temperature. And then you could also take one example like of one of the published paper, and you at least show us so that we vividly see on how we can also produce the same research paper. Because yes, maybe at one point I may be attending this training, but after the training I need to gain that skills where I'm able also to use the skills.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I can understand. Okay. Okay, so basically, not only for my paper, you can get a lot of information from the others' paper. Okay, so I'll show you that. Suppose, yeah. So I'll show you from my side. Not only for that. Okay, just a minute. I simply stop sharing in here and now share my screen.
Yeah, as you share, because I think I've been disturbing you a lot. I've been sharing you or asking you here and there, because I want to be sure when I complete this training course, I'm able to write a paper, a publishable paper using the knowledge that I've gained. So I was seeing in the other training where you were using, maybe you were importing one paper, a publishable paper. Then you take off your student that, okay, here you can do this and this and this, at least you show, and then we are able to follow.
Yes. So basically in this time, here you can see this type of work I already done. So let me show you that. So in this time here you can see this is the very important task about that. Assessing and predicting the land use, land cover, and land surface temperature and urban thermal field variance index using Landsat imagery for the Dhaka metropolitan area. So it's very important task from the remote sensing. Also, you can see the same tasks we can also do for the Kuwait, modeling the impact of land use, land cover, changing pattern, and urban thermal characteristics in the Kuwait. Also, resilience of the disaster management opportunities. Also, you can see the another thing, the identification of suitable land for livestock production using GIS-based multi-criteria decision. Okay, towards the understanding, this is another you can see towards the understanding the environmental and climate change and its contribution on the spread of the wildfire in Ghana using the remote sensing tools in machine learning in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so accessing the impact of the COVID-19 lockdown surface urban heat Iceland or normalized difference vegetation index in megacity. So in this time, when you want to work with that, any paper, suppose first of all you have to choose your method or methodology. So in this step, we already discussed about that different types of work already. Suppose how you can easily make the NDVI, SAVI, or also other index, how you can easily do, as well as we also, okay, so also my syllabus. Yeah. So we try to discuss about that how we can easily create these different types of indices, how you can easily do, okay. So now you have to find out, okay, suppose any research paper, how they use that. Suppose NDVI change detection, different types of, so there is a lot of way for the application of the NDVI. Okay, so there are a lot of application of the NDVI, there are a lot of application of the NWI, there are a lot of application of the EVI. Okay, and when you talk about the image classification, okay, so further class we talk about the image classification, how we can easily use the different types of machine learning. So you can find out a lot of research paper regarding the land use land cover classification, land use land cover change detection. Okay, and different types of monitor the surface water, rainy season, or flood mapping. So mainly you also check some research paper, a lot of research paper about the flood mapping, such as how we can easily identify the flood water, as well as identify about that. Suppose you can see this topic I already discussed about the how to monitor the surface water, rainy and dry season period. So mainly in the rainy season, you can get the lot of water logging for the different region. So how much water increasing? Okay, so these type of things we easily work. Okay, and how to we can make the temporal analysis of the NDVI. Suppose agricultural land, what is the condition of the NDVI for the different time period, as well as today I try to cover the air quality monitoring. Suppose how we can easily monitor the air quality parameter, different types of ozone, methane, formaldehyde, aerosol, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide. So these type of things you have to relate with your research. and then make the analysis. Okay, so in this time I show you that how you can you analyze, okay, different types of satellite data, or suppose Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, or Sentinel-5 satellite imagery. So these type of satellite images, how you can easily analyze. Okay, so then you have to move to the further paper. Okay, so there are a lot of paper you can get. Suppose I can simply search on the Google or Google Scholar. You can simply, or you can simply go to the ResearchGate. ResearchGate is the very best way for that, finding the different types of research work. So it's the best tool or best website for that. You can simply search here any paper related what you want to work about that. Suppose you want to work for the air quality, so simply search here the air quality monitoring. So simply search here the air quality monitoring using, suppose, Google Earth Engine. So now it show you the result about that different types of work which is already done by different types of scientists or scholars. They're already done using the air quality monitoring. So all of this work you can see in here. You can see. So you can see that this is the very important work for the impact forest fires on air quality. Okay, so what is the impact of the forest fire? So you can also read about the paper, and you can easily monitor. You can read the paper. You can see what the parameter they work for that. Okay, so here you can see, and you can see they are already okay. So I show you the paper. So this type of paper you have to read one by one, and also choose your topic, and then find out your method or methodology. Okay, then try to develop this method using Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, suppose in this time here you can see mainly they are work for the sulfur dioxide. So today's class I show you that how we can easily create the sulfur dioxide. Okay, as well as also it's showing about that detect the forest fire region. Okay, so you have to find out what is the equation or what is the algorithm for find out the forest fire. Okay, so mainly they are using the NBR, normalized difference burn ratio. Okay, so you have to find out what is the formula about the NBR. Okay, then try to implement this formula on Google Earth Engine code editor. Okay, so then we can easily get the result about that. Okay, it will also loading about that. And not only you can see the band severity mapping, also a lot of things, lot of research work you can easily find out from here. So now from here, and then you can simply set your method and then analysis. Not only for the air quality monitoring, any paper. Suppose drought monitoring or land use and cover classification, change detection, lot of paper you can easily get from the ResearchGate. Okay, so you try to find out the different types of paper from the ResearchGate and try to develop this type of code in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so basically basic things is the same. Suppose you want, when you want to know about the what is the NBR or what is the ratio, what is the formula about the normalized difference fire ratio, then you can easily implement this formula, because we already discussed about a lot of way for calculating the index or indices, NDVI, SAVI, EVI. So using the same approach, you can also calculate the NVR. Okay, so a lot of things you can easily explore from the Google ResearchGate. Okay, and you can also develop the code in Google Earth Engine platform, get the result rapidly. So mainly in this time they are also using the Google Earth Engine platform, but you did not find out the code in here. But you can get the method or methodology. You can, when you read the paper, you can easily get the method about that, and you can easily use this method for your research work and for the work for the another area. You can easily do that. Okay, so you can get a lot of paper in ResearchGate for the different topic, not only for that. So you have to read this type of paper and then find out the algorithm about that. Okay? Then we can easily write the code, or you can easily develop the code in Google Earth Engine platform and analyze that, and also write the paper. It also help for that. Okay. Okay, so any question?
Yes, in terms of the methodology of the getting the pathway or the algorithm, every method has own algorithm, or you have to develop your own. It's already existing like this.
Okay,
For
so
example, if
basically,
I want to,
yeah, so basically you can
for
see
example,
here. lot of work is already done, but they are not using the Google Earth Engine platform. They are using the ArcMap software or other geospatial software. Okay, so in this time you try to find out this method and use this method in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so it's the best practice for you for learn the Google Earth Engine. Okay, so in this time you just try to find out the method. Suppose you can see the land use land cover classification is already available, lot of paper, but they are not using the Google Earth Engine platform. They are using the ArcMap or QGIS software. Okay, but in this time you try to use the Google Earth Engine platform and make the land use land cover classification map. Okay, so but our method is the same, but in this time we are using the Google Earth Engine platform for the very high technology on the remote sensing. Yes, please.
For the session, maybe because of the courses, maybe we would allow you to proceed and teach us. But that's why I said it's a request. Maybe it may not be today. Maybe in another subsequent lecture, where you can find one paper, a very simple paper, and at least try to show us on how, and maybe we can also, as you after the training, you can also show us that yes, you have downloaded this paper. Then we can use that paper as a model to at least highlight that yes, if you want to produce the same paper like this,
No problem.
the published one, then you can try to show us, and also that we also, because we are new, even if you tell me that I need to establish the algorithm, yes, I may be able, yes, to at least develop for other indices, but at least when you have a simple publishable paper and at least you show us in the class,
Yeah,
maybe later on I can, even if you produce a very simple code where we can, at least later on, maybe I may be able to follow.
okay.
I'll be good. I'll be glad. Thank you.
Okay. So basically, okay.
So you can,
Yeah, so that's why we have also another opportunity is that anyone have interest to the research collaboration, okay, they can easily join with me, and we are also for a specific topic we can just publish the paper also. Okay, there is no problem.
oh yeah.
For
Okay, thank you. So that's why I wanted also to ask you if I'm interested to publish a paper on a certain topic. Would you be available, like, to put together a paper?
Yeah, no problem. We are also, so basically this is the group for us. So anyone have any types of research work or research collaboration about that for the publishing the paper, there is no problem. Welcome for all of you. There is no problem for any time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we are jump over today's class. So just I simply share my PDF. Okay. Okay, so basically today we try to discuss about that air quality monitoring, how we can easily monitor the air quality parameters using Google Earth Engine platform, and also okay, so basically here you can see two types of map. One is that showing the methane concentration map of Kuwait, and another showing is the nitrogen dioxide concentration map. Okay, so basically from here I just download the data as a TIFF format or raster format in Google Earth Engine platform. Then further creating this type of map, we are using here the ArcMap software. Okay, so his process I show you already. So now you can easily download the TIFF image from here and then make the map in ArcMap software. Also, you can see this is another map about that nitrogen dioxide level rebound in Bangladesh for the different times, such as lockdown, during lockdown, and post lockdown for the COVID situation. Okay, so mainly we can get the very low, medium, high, and very high, and we are just show the what is the scenario between the different time period for the before lockdown, during lockdown, and post lockdown of the nitrogen dioxide. Okay. So basically all of those things we are just use the Google Earth Engine platform, and from here we just download the data as a TIFF format. Okay, and then further map we are using the ArcMap software. So now we just talk about the air quality monitoring using Sentinel-5 satellite imagery, how we can easily monitor. So mainly Sentinel-5 satellite imagery is mainly access the different types of air quality parameters such as ozone, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, formaldehyde, aerosol, carbon monoxide, methane. So these type of gases we can easily access from the Sentinel-5 satellite imagery, and this is the link about the dataset link. Okay, so we can simply go to this link and then we can easily get the all of those dataset, okay, for the Sentinel-5. So, or if you want, you can simply open your code editor. So just I simply open my code editor. Okay, then I simply, okay, so select my email. So you can simply click on here. You can see the search pleasant dataset, browse data catalog. So now we can get all of those Earth Engine public data catalog. So now click on the Sentinel. So just I simply click on here. Okay, you can Sentinel-5 tropomi or tropospheric instrument. So basically, this is the data set about the Sentinel-5. Here we can easily access the aerosol index, cloud. Also, you can see the carbon monoxide, formaldehyde. Also, you can see the data set about the nitrogen dioxide, ozone, then sulfur dioxide, then methane. Also, you can see this type of data. So we can easily access from here. And how we can easily analyze this type of data? Same approach when you want to analyze this type of data. Suppose in this time I want to work for that, suppose nitrogen dioxide. So I simply click on here the nitrogen dioxide. So now here we can see the nitrogen dioxide data set availability. We can get the data set from year of 2018, 0628, from 2023, 10, 16. And data set provided is the European Union, yes, Copernicus. And also you can see here that Earth Engine snippet about that. Okay. This is the unique idea about the dataset. So also you can get the description about the dataset. So basically, nitrogen dioxide is important trace gas in the Earth atmosphere, present in the both troposphere and stratosphere. They enter the atmosphere as a result of the anthropogenic activities. So mainly produce the using the anthropogenic activities, fossil fuel combustion and the biomass burning, natural process, mainly wildfire, lighting, microbiological process in soil. Okay. So in this time, I want to use this data set. So first of all, I simply copy that snippet from here. Simply copy and paste here. Okay. Then give a variable name. You can put any variable name. I put the variable name, suppose NO2. Okay. So this is my data set. This data set I simply imported in this variable name NO2. You can put any variable name. There is no problem. After that, I just simply use a function, select function. Okay. And using the select function, I have to choose the specific band of this data set. So here you can see they already provide some band about that. You can see the nitrogen column number density. Okay. And you can see that tropospheric. So we can get the different fields. Tropospheric, stratospheric. Okay. So in this time, to work for the nitrogen column density, this data set, simply copy and then paste. Okay. So after that, suppose I just simply need the data for a specific time period. So just use the same function, filter date function. we already discussed a lot of time about this function. So just I put the time period first, suppose 2020 1st January, and in time period suppose I put the 2020 suppose 1st January, suppose 30. Suppose I want to observe what is the condition of the nitrogen dioxide between this time month of January. Okay, you can put any time period, no problem. So now if you want to check how many images are available for that, so use here the NO2 dot size function and then click to the run. So now it computed how many images are available. We can get the total 410 images are available. So now I want to show the result for my study area. Suppose my study area is that Bangladesh. Okay, so just simply imported the shapefile of Bangladesh. So just I simply import the Bangladesh country boundary shapefile and put this name suppose ROI. Okay, so now in this time I need to reduce, suppose in this time, between this time I want to get the average concentration or average density of nitrogen dioxide in Bangladesh. I want to observe it. So for that, first of all, just take a variable. Suppose I put the variable name is that average, suppose NO2, and then I want to calculate the average from 410 images. Then simply copy that from here and then paste and use the function reduce function. Reduce is a statistical function. In this time I want to reduce using the average result. EE dot reducer dot mean. Okay, so after that I just simply clip with my boundary shapefile. After reducing, we just clip our boundary shapefile RY. So now display the result. So use here the map dot add layer function and call the average nitrogen dioxide. Simply copy and paste and click the run. So now it added a layer but not focus my study area. So I need to focus. So just use a function map dot center object. Okay, so mainly this function focus on the center of the boundary shapefile. My boundary shapefile is that ROI. Okay, use here the ROI. Suppose zoom level is the 10 and click the run. So now it's focusing the Bangladesh country boundary shapefile and show the result. What is the condition of, okay, we can get this type of result again. There's a black color. Okay, so because I did not add any visualization, so in this time we are easily add the visualization from here. So you can see that already provide some demo code about the visualization. Simply copy and you can see this unit is that, what is the unit? Unit is the mole per meter square. Okay, per meter square how much mole of nitrogen dioxide. So now I just simply paste in here and then copy this variable name and paste after the object name. Okay, so now this color is set with my map and I can easily identify. So you can see red is showing for the highest value, black is showing for the lowest value. So now it display the layer look like that for the nitrogen dioxide concentration map of Bangladesh. Okay, so mainly we can get the high anthropogenic activities in Dhaka city in Bangladesh. Okay, so that's why for this region it produces lot of nitrogen dioxide gases. Okay, so now I can see about that. It loaded. Okay, so you can see this is the Dhaka city region. Okay, we can get the very high, and also you can see there is a poor plant for this. Also you can see. Okay, so in this time it loaded about this concentration. What is the concentration of nitrogen dioxide in Bangladesh month of January 2020. Okay, and we can easily get, from this scenario we can easily identify it showing the highest concentration of nitrogen dioxide, also this place, also this place, and also this place. Okay, we can get the highest concentration. Okay, so now we can easily export this map as a TIFF format. Okay, so you can simply export the TIFF format and then make the map using the ArcMap software, which I already show you that. Okay, so this is the process for that. You can see here we can easily create this type of map. So using the same approach, you also try to use the another, suppose carbon monoxide, also formaldehyde or methane or any gases. Any gases for visualization, just apply the same approach. Then it will be visualize the data. So you also try to for the methane, you can also try to for that ozone. Okay. So in this time, I talk about that time series chart. Okay. So month of January, I want to show what is the when it will be high, when it will be low. Okay. So this type of things I want to display using the time series chart. So for that, we have to create the time series chart. So for the creating the time series chart, we are just use this function UI dot chart dot image dot freeze, this function, and then put all of those things. Here you can see the first argument is that image collection. Okay, so mainly how many images you want to use. In this time we use the total 410 images. Okay, and it is stored in this variable no2. Simply copy that and paste. Then region. In this time my region is the whole boundary Bangladesh, stored in the RY. Then reducer, I want to calculate the average concentration. E dot reducer dot mean. Then scale. Scale is mainly resolution. Okay, so you can see the resolution about the data set. What is the resolution? Okay, you can easily find out this from here. Click on here. So here you can see the resolution about the data set is that 1113.2 meter. This is the resolution about this data set. So now I just simply put here the 1113.2 meter. Its property, simply use here that system time start. Okay, so now I just simply use here the print function. So just I simply directly use here the print and then click run. So in this time it will be loaded and creating the time series chart. Get loaded. So in this time it takes some lot of time for the big region. Okay, so when you want to make the time series chart for the big region, then we face this type of problem. Okay, so for that we have to use the another technique. We are just downloading the data as a Excel file or CSV file. Okay, in this time here you can see it loaded and finally it show the problem. It show the problem like as that there are the lot of pixel value or there is the very big region, so that's why it not create the chart. Okay, so for that we have to use the another technique. This technique is that we have to use the time series chart. We can easily create the time series chart in CSV file. Okay, so now I talk about that how we can easily create the time series chart and then use it using the CSV file. In this way, it takes a lot of time, but when I put the small region, suppose only for the Dhaka city, then we can get the very quickly. Suppose you can see the Dhaka city, I put the Dhaka city is that suppose AOI, and I want to create the chart for suppose Dhaka city AOI. Just put here that AOI. So now in this time it worked very well, and very quickly you can get the time series chart. You can see we can get the data very quickly for the only for the Dhaka city boundary AOI. Okay, so because AOI, what is the AOI? AOI is mainly for my Dhaka city boundary. Okay, but when I put here the ROI, you can see ROI is the whole country boundary, then it will be not work. Then we can get this type of problem. It's showing a lot of pixel value and it also not capable to create the chart. So for that we have to use the another technique. To show the result. In this time we are just applying the CSV file. Okay, so using the CSV file we can easily download the data as a CSV file, and further we can use it for creating the time series chart in the Excel file. So now how we can easily create this CSV file in Google Earth Engine platform. So not only for the data set, any just apply the same approach for creating the time series data in CSV. Okay, so let's go about that, how to create the CSV and then make the time series. You can see it showing the error generating chart and Earth Engine memory capacity exists. Okay, so when you face this type of problem, all time try to make the Excel file and CSV file for downloading the time series data. So in this time I show you the process how you can easily download the data in Excel file or CSV file.